does not care about women's wrestling. Paige and Nikki Bella. Well, her promo got cut from SmackDown recently. Let's talk about it. Triple H, we thought he was doing better with women's wrestling. Let's talk about it. Paige and Nikki Bella, they do have that feud that's going on, right, baby? And the feud needs some camera time. But this SmackDown, they decided WWE to cut that from the TV show. What am I talking about? Paige did have a promo basically responding to Nikki Bella. Remember, Nikki Bella basically said that she was riding the coattails of them, the Bella twins. And Paige, she had something to say and said, "No, baby girl, you called me because you needed me to come back. You needed me to be Brie Bella's tag team partner. Matter of fact, baby girl, I had to save you twice when we were in this tag match and you were being a little sloppy. So let's talk about that." So Paige, she had a great promo. The cameraman was being a little filthy. He was showing her breasts. He was showing the puppies, like King would say, wouldn't he say that? Lawler, wouldn't he always say the puppies? But let's talk about the real issue here, YouTube. Why was this not on SmackDown? I get they show a lot of replays, right? This happened last week. That happened last week. Don't they do that a lot, y'all? Y'all didn't have time to make sure that Paige and Nikki Bella, their storyline could continue if you would give these women opportunity to be on television. So the big issue is this. Does Triple H not really care about women's wrestling anymore? That is the big issue. What I mean by this is this. That United States Women's Championship belt is a mess. Whoever really has it really doesn't go far in their career. It really doesn't elevate them to the next level that it's supposed to, where they're supposed to lead to the next championship belt, which is the world women's title, right? But with Julia, we saw lackluster. Chelsea Green's reign, it was okay at first and then became lackluster. Who else? Who else was the champion? Shit, see what I'm saying? I be forgetting. Who just lost it? Well, Tiffany Stratton, her reign wasn't that important either. I think this was her second title defense, and she lost to JC Jane. So again, a lot of women's wrestling storylines are not giving the real opportunities for fans to care. So we have this again, y'all, YouTube. Now we have it with Nikki Bella and Paige. Getting back to them. Paige again, she came back to WWE after 8 years, right? After 8 years, she finally came back to the company. She finally came back home. You know, that's what they like to say. But she's back home and they're not giving her any camera time. They're cutting her promos. This was exclusive on YouTube. I think, of course, they put it on their Instagram after that, but it did come out first on YouTube, her promo. So I hope that Triple H gives them more TV time in the future. Again, it's back to the old days when they need to cut something. The first people they think of, the women. We're gonna cut the women's time. So again, we saw that with Paige and Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella, of course, she was on X playing her role, of course, saying, "We really don't give a fuck about what you gotta say, Paige. Girl, we really don't care." But that is when Paige, you know, she was basically tweeting back, "As much as you say you love women to have TV time, look at you, boo. Look at you, baby girl, laughing at me because my shit wasn't on television. Yet you always saying that you like that. Women being on television. Make it make sense, babe." So we'll see what happens with these two. I do like Nikki Bella. I am part of the Bella Army. I'm going to be real. I also like Paige. I did watch her a lot when she first came on. Her NXT stuff I watched, I still remember her and Emma. That kind of sparked the revolution in WWE. Let's be real. Awesome Kong, Taylor Wilde, Gail Kim, the beautiful people. TNA had it going on really before WWE. Let's just be real. Again, I used to watch TNA from 2008 and still do to this day. But again, Paige did help that revolution by her NXT match and by coming on the main roster, making that Divas Championship feel important when her and AJ Lee did feud for it. Remember, she made that belt feel important, especially when she won the Divas Championship on her debut. Kind of reminded me of Gail Kim when she won the Battle Royal to win the Women's Championship. This is how long I've been watching it, by the way. Sorry, I still remember all this stuff. But I will say this. Nikki Bella and Paige, this feud clearly is makeshift if you think about it. What I mean by that is kind of doesn't make sense. Why, again, would Nikki Bella get mad if she called Paige to come back? Again, that really makes no sense. She called me to come back, but I came back and now you're mad. So I know they're making Nikki Bella look a little bit silly, YouTube, but again, I do want to see this feud. It's kind of like the Divas division is brought back. Not in a negative way. I'm just saying because they were part of the Divas division at some point. So a lot of people are saying my Divas are back. The Divas are back because a lot of people like the Divas era. You know, Maxine Dupree likes it. Chelsea Green admitted that she liked it. Blake Monroe just stated she wishes the Divas Championship would come back. YouTube. So again, a lot of people like the Divas. Division back in the day. I mean, it did produce a lot of stars. I mean, Trish Stratus was part of that division at one point. Lita was part of it. China, Stephanie McMahon, Molly Holly, Victoria. They were WWE divas, let's be honest. They weren't superstars, which they now call them. Again, that happened more in 2015, 16, when the Four Horsewomen joined the main roster. That's when they were taking it more serious. They had to take it more serious because they had these broads that knew how to fucking fight, and they were giving them more TV time. But I will say this, I am happy that Paige is back in WWE. Yes, I'm not saying anything negative about them. Her AEW run, I did like and enjoy, but I am happy that Paige is back in WWE. I just hope they give her something meaningful with this feud. Again, this is a feud that could make both women shine in the future. And what I mean by shine in the future is if it goes somewhere and it's decent, we may care more about them. We may care more about them winning a mid card title. Let's be real. I've seen Nikki Bella winning the Intercontinental Women's Championship or Paige winning it. They could help make that title feel way more important than it currently is. But we shall see. Again, I hope they are they part of the SmackDown brand? I think they're part of the Raw brand. But if they were part of the SmackDown brand, they could make the United States Women's Championship feel important. Again, name value. But Triple H, is he gonna care about women's wrestling at some point? Who knows? Why does he always have to choose the women to get cut when this shit happens? I don't know, but I want it to stop. But YouTube, I'm on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok, Markel's World. TikTok, I post at least 3 times a week, just like here on YouTube. Usually I try to do different videos on both platforms. But how are you guys? Happy Sunday. I will be live for a live gossip session. I think I said 5 p.m. I'll post in the comments. So I'll talk all wrestling gossip from AEW, TNA, WWE, and some indie wrestling gossip as well. But happy Sunday. Thanks for those that support. How are you guys? How are you guys? Hope all is well. But this is Markel's World. All thing for wrestling news in my life. I'll see you guys on the next video, YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Please like, it does help. All right now, I'm done now.